So let's today talk about a really important thing in part 2 speaking, and also in part 1 speaking to a certain extent, and that's the use of nice colourful phrases in your speaking. And by these we really mean the use of adjectives. Now the important thing to consider is not just the vocab but making the pronunciation nice and clear. We want to really stretch the sound out in our use of adjectives in part 2 speaking. So really concentrate on how I'm saying it and try your best to try and imitate that. Strong adjectives will really help you. So after each of one of these we'll give you a chance to pause and go back and practice. So we've got brilliant, awesome, amazing, wonderful, fantastic. So yeah, pause there and go back and have a go at them. And also notice the syllable, like fantastic, for example. The syllable stresses very clearly on the first sound. Now let's listen and see what they sound like as part of a phrase, which is of course very important. This is how you're really going to use them in the test. And as the lady speaks, there's a couple of samples here. So listen carefully to how she uses them in this first sample here. She's going to use the word brilliant.
And the dancing and singing are brilliant.
So again, and at the end of that, you should go back and pause now and go back and practice yourself and listen a couple of times, practice, maybe record yourself and compare it to her. That's a really good way to drill and practice imitation.
And the dancing and singing are brilliant.
Now we'll hear a second speaker, and this time we're going to hear a nice use of the word dark. And notice how it's not strong, but it's a very long, quiet sound that she makes with the dark.
It's such a dark play with witches and ghosts and murder.
And then it continues, and she's going to use a perfect. So listen and pause for that as well.
It was the perfect setting.
Now the same woman is talking about the church, so she's going to use this nice adjective towering, which means very high and intimidating. So notice how she really emphasizes this towering.
With the ruins of the church towering over the stage.
And then she finishes again with perfect here, so listen to the perfect.
Perfect for an ending like that.
One other thing to understand is that native speakers will often repeat adjectives, so that's fine. I find that students and candidates are often want to have a whole variety, but repeating adjectives is fine. It's certainly something that native speakers do a lot.